I've been using the link shortener Bitly for a lot of my business's social media posts. I've noticed though that while some social media thought leaders recommend using Bitly or a link shortener, others don't. So what I want to do is go through and let you know, give you a recommendation as to when is the best time to use a link shortener and when is the best time not to. First, let's do a quick run through of how to use Bitly for those who aren't familiar. What you want to do is go to bitly.com and you'll arrive on this home page. Right on the home page you can see this long bar. That is where you would drop in your long link and click the orange button shorten, and right below it will give you a shortened link. So this is a quick and dirty way to get a shortened link. However, what you want to do is really to sign up for free, and that way you won't only be able to shorten links but also go to your account over and over again to see analytics. This is what it will look like once you create an account on Bitly. To go ahead and shorten a link, hit the orange create button. Now I'm going to paste the long URL here that I have saved. And see, once I do that, it populates with a link which I can actually customize. So I'm going to change the extension from some random numbers to my own branding. This link goes to a blog post on time savers, and there we go. And I'm going to save it, and it's good. Exit out of here, exit out of here. Now you can see what I just created. It is at the top of my links. If I were to go, you can go in and look at the statistics on your links. This was a blog post. You can see I got some clicks. It will tell you where the clicks came from. A majority of my clicks came from Facebook, though I also posted this on Instagram. And you can also see where the clicks are coming from. A majority of mine are from the United States. I also have from other countries, and I suspect that's my Instagram. So that's how that works. Okay, so quick history on Bitly. Bitly has been around for a while, since 2008. It was created with Twitter in mind. Twitter has a 140 character limit on tweets, so of course you don't want a long link taking up all of your character count. At this point, Twitter has actually updated things such that whenever you drop a link in there, it cuts it back to 23 characters anyway, but of course it's still handy to make your link even shorter. And as mentioned, Bitly is also helpful for analytics. So what I want to go through and talk about is when is it useful to use Bitly, specifically when I choose to use Bitly, and when perhaps is it not such a good idea. So I tend to use Bitly when I want to track a link, specifically a blog post, and see how it's performing. Admittedly, you can go into Facebook Insights and see how many link clicks, and then I could also go into Instagram Insights and see link clicks. I think it's only back 7 days. Of course, that's a bit of clicking around, so I prefer to use Bitly in that scenario. So the benefits of using Bitly are that you get shorter, neater looking links. So if you like things pretty, and I do, that's kind of nice. They're also easier to copy and paste, and you have the ability to brand the links. So instead of having it be some random letters, you can, put something like I did, like MSS time savers, and have it more clear as to where the link is going and or what it's referring to. And as mentioned, a major benefit, I think, is having all your analytics in one place. The downside to Bitly is that it might not be ideal for bigger advertisers or larger advertising campaigns. So, for example, I personally wouldn't use Bitly on a boost post over $75, and I definitely wouldn't use it on a Facebook ad campaign where I was using Ads Manager, because Ads Manager has a lot more analytics that I'm going to go into and look at. So the reason that I wouldn't use it on a higher dollar investment, like a $75 boost post, is because there is some risk associated with Bitly, I guess in the past, and seems like the distant past, but people don't forget. People have a memory. There's a memory around this. Back in 2010, there was some malware associated with Bitly, and Facebook just shut down all Bitly links. And the understanding around that is that Facebook will shut down Bitly links blindly, not necessarily all of them, but it will shut down Bitly links when it finds malware associated with Bitly. So there is some risk associated with Bitly. And then two, something to keep in mind is your specific page. So like I was saying, it might not be ideal for a large advertiser to use Bitly, because what Bitly does is it hides the destination URL, right? So if you're, for example, if you're just boosting a post to fans of your page who know you, then they're going to probably they're going to know you, and they're going to look at the link, and it's going to be branded, and they're going to feel comfortable with clicking through. But if you're a big advertiser and you're boosting a lot of your posts and it's going to a lot of people who don't know you, it might hurt your engagement, because there's not necessarily that trust level that's a trustworthy site, because of course the link shortener is hiding the destination URL. So just some fixes for that are, basically use Bitly when you're doing, this is how I use it, a lot of low dollar boosting. And when you know that it's mostly going to go to fans who know you and are going to feel comfortable interacting with your links, it's going to help you to brand it, because they're going to have a better sense of where this is going or what information it's linking to. And then it's actually just a power tip is that it's actually helpful to use Bitly if you're going to share, for example, that blog post to various pages. So usually if you're posting an URL on multiple pages and multiple posts, that can signal to Facebook that you're a spammer. But Facebook doesn't do that to Bitly links. It doesn't tend to do that to Bitly links. So for example, if I want to sort of advertise my blog post and I'm using a Bitly link to it, and I'm going to put it in multiple communities that I'm a part of, because I'm trying to tell people, hey, look at this cool blog post. It's better for me to use Bitly than the bare link in that scenario. I want to leave you with some housekeeping information regarding Bitly. I don't know if I mentioned that Bitly is free. You can shorten up to 500 links a month. Also, if you do see it being misused, you can report that to abuse@bitly.com and be sure to use the word spam in your message. Finally, you can upgrade Bitly to further brand your link. So instead of the base of the link being bit.ly/ and then some custom extension, you can actually make the core of the link branded to something like mustard.ss/ and then a further customization. That's pretty expensive on Bitly, but there's other websites out there that will do that kind of customization for you. I've heard of Rebrandly, etc. I hope this tutorial has been helpful. Let me know what you think in the comments. Thanks so much.